So, welcome. We're going to go through the drops like we normally do. Shout out to London Boulevard. As you can see, we're promoting London Boulevard today.
Sponsorship strong.
I'll put it on my Insta. It will be on the final drop Insta as well. There'll be a link to get the clothes and stuff like that. Very quality clothes, good price. Make sure you support the thing. Right, so today we got suicide in men. We got is marketing too intrusive on social media? And I think we should start with, you lot let me know, is it fair to get in trouble at work for something you say online, guys?
Definitely think we should start with that.
Yeah.
Let's just go into that one. So if you say certain things online, should you lose your job?
Depending on what you say.
Context, yeah.
Hell yeah, you should in some cases. If you're a white supremacist, then you should have everything taken away from you.
You can't be a white supremacist in your spare time, though. Is that what you're saying?
Be a white supremacist in your spare time. Just don't be preaching that hate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not preaching. Imagine you just go online and you're like, yeah, like Trump. Imagine you're a Trump supporter. And he says something, because you know Trump's mad racist. He says something about Mexicans, and you're like, yeah, all Mexicans
if you're
are
racist in general, I think there's degrees of it, because you're looking at people have, like, say, okay, there was a case I read the other day, and there was a Twitch streamer, and she lost her Twitch platform. She lost it. She got banned from it totally for just saying there are only two genders. And she said it online, cool. And the backlash was that she lost her income, she lost her platform. Go and find a new career now. You know what I'm saying? They just locked her. You know what I'm saying? So, should she have lost her job for saying that? Some people would say yes. Personally, myself, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I don't think that's that bad. But if you're an out-and-out racist and you're saying things against people that are, like, for me, I think there's levels of oppression. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when it comes to race and those type of issues, there are larger issues for me, and I think that is something that you should definitely pay a penalty for. And it's hate speech, it's hate crime. There's been a lot of that going on in the media recently, and I think that is something you should lose your job for, definitely.
But if you identify as like non-binary or whatever, and someone says there's only two genders, male and female, does that not make you feel a way as well? Does that not isolate you from, like...
Can I just quickly interrupt there? I'll be honest with you, see things like that, yeah? That's very different. Like, when I grew up knowing there was only two genders, do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So, all of these new things, and I'll be honest with you, I can't prove... Me, it makes sense only having male and female in it, like... I understand transgenders.
I subscribe to biology. I subscribe to the science of things. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bit... Do you want to hear me? Because I actually have a different opinion. Like, I genuinely have a different opinion. I think there is only two sexes.
Yes.
But as far as I feel like we need to separate gender and sex. So gender is what you feel like you are.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You can do that if you want to. Whereas sex, I mean, you're born with a sex, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to change it, if you want to... I mean, I don't know. What that is the debate. What is the difference between sex and gender? Is there a difference? I think there is a difference. I think there's a difference.
When it comes to the gender fluid, non-binary stuff, yeah, I think that's an ideology you have. Like you could have an ideology about anything, like your religion or your spirituality, whatever. You could have an ideology that, you know, little green men are the creators of humankind. So that's what I believe.
Scientology.
Whatever, yeah. If that's what I believe, then I'm asking other people to participate in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, well, you have to prescribe to my belief, and then you can participate in what I believe in. But if that person doesn't believe in that thing, then you can't then try and enforce that on somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the difference is. Like, it's just an ideology to me, and it's like, if you have that, then fine. I don't mind whatever people want to believe in that sense. But if you want to try and push that on other people, and then if somebody's got another idea and they say, no, I believe that there's only two genders, then I think that they shouldn't be persecuted for their idea, you know, weighed up against somebody else's. I think you've both got an opinion, and like, if people want to entertain you in your ideology, then that's fine. But if people don't prescribe to it, I don't think they should be punished or be penalised for not prescribing to that ideology.
Okay, so I was talking to my friend... I'll shout him out. Shout out Tony. Me and Tony were having a conversation about it.
Tony.
And we were talking about it, and he said something that resonated with me hard. It kind of made me just be so... It made me think, okay, fair enough. Well, then that's how it is. He said that when LGBT started getting things like they can get married and stuff like that, which is good because you know if you feel a certain way, you feel a certain way.
If you love somebody, you love someone.
Yeah, if you love someone, love is love, innit? It doesn't really have any whatever. He said when the government said okay, you can get married, you can't. He said if you're going to give one right, you must give all rights.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said you can't give certain kind of people, you can't give the LGBT one thing and not give them all things.
Yeah.
That's what he said, and it resonated because it's true. You can't say okay, you can get married, but you can't identify as how you want to identify. You know, if it's one thing, you have to. It's all things.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Some people are taking this beyond extreme because.
Tell me why? How?
Because I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Someone tried to identify as a table or something stupid like that, like. And there's like,
try not to laugh.
People just see things like that. And this, I'll be honest with you, this people, cool, you might identify as that, but some people just do things for.
Was he mocking? Was he one of the ones?
I don't know if you're trying to get for clout, as people say nowadays, or what, but it's just silly. Yeah, how are you going to identify as something else that's not even?
Well, wasn't there that rapper that there's a rapper in the news and he broke the women's weightlifting
I saw that.
record, and he was saying at that moment when I was lifting that weight, I identified as a woman, and there's no proof that you can bring up or you can present to me that shows otherwise. Yeah. I believe that I'm a woman in that moment when I'm lifting that weight and breaking the record, then I'm a woman that's broken that record. So put me down in the record book.
So do you think transgender? Go on.
I was going to say, wasn't there like a UFC fighter?
The UFC, there's a transgender UFC fighter.
Did the transgender break the
she crushed the woman's skull? Yeah. Well, that's a whole other argument. It's like when it comes to having, this is my belief now. When it's
it's not a bit, man. It's mad, bro.
Okay, socially,
I went in there just bagged up some women, bro. It's mad. It's mad.
Socially, you're transgender, but biologically, you're a man because you can't change your chromosomes. XY, your XY. Every cell in your body is XY in it. So biologically, you're a man. So it is unfair. I believe that transgenders entering into the world of women's sports is ruining it, and quite frankly, like I think it's belittling. It's not taking it seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's making a mockery of that sport, all sports in that case.
But then, if I say I'm a woman and I identify as a woman, which I have every right to.
Yeah, but you can't then go in a ring with a woman and crush her skull. That's not on. That's not acceptable.
Yeah,
it's not.
But if I identify as a woman, I should be able to go into the woman's category.
Nah, that's a bit.
Did you hear about the transgender woman that broke the cycling record as well?
I think there's
away.
There's an argument. I mean, like super feminists will say women are equal to men, but it's just not true. The thing as well, like, is what's happening is
what's not equal.
It's bone density for one thing. Yeah, as a man, we have denser bones because we're stronger. You know what I'm saying? So. Like,
bigger hands.
And also, if you take that hormone therapy, estrogen, one of the properties of estrogen is to maintain bone density. So if you're a man with dense bone structure already, and then you're taking a hormone to preserve that bones,
you turn into an X-Man.
Yeah,
you turn into Wolverine.
Yeah, you have a super skeleton basically. You know what I'm saying? Your bones are still gonna be super dense. You know what I mean? And I just don't think scientifically that it should be possible. It should be allowed. There should be a line where you say, okay, this is the science of it now.
So where do you draw the line?
It's not allowed. Socially, I think it should be in the social circle. I've got no problem with it. And if people want to prescribe to it and call you them, they, whatever they want to do, that's fine. Socially, if people choose to participate in your ideology, but when it comes down to doing things like sport, where there's blatantly a gap between what men are capable of and what women are capable of, that needs to be called out, and that needs to be said, okay, there's a line there, and it's like, sorry, but it's your choice that you've made, but you can't be participating in this.
Hey, sorry, let's get back to the topic.
Yeah, I was
sorry.
It's still to do with the topic. If you say something along these lines, you could lose your job if you turn around and you say,
like, or you can. Sorry to cut you, but you can also be questioned by the police under caution.
Yeah, for
misgendering somebody. If you
Yeah.
talk to somebody and they're saying if you talk to a man and they say I'm a
if
woman.
you tweet that what's the Jenner called?
The Jenner what?
Jenner.
Oh,
something Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. If you call Caitlyn Jenner Bruce
tweet,
Jenner.
yeah, if you call him Bruce or you
You're
refer to him as
misgendering.
he, you're misgendering. You can get questioned by the police.
Yeah, and you can get charged.
Tweet.
You can
You
be
tweet
tweet
it.
But also,
Twitter
no, but-
2019 is too sensitive.
yeah, you can get charged with a hate crime as well.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
it's
So
like
let's
if
put
someone
you in the
says something
same
about black
category
people.
as
and you're
an
black.
extremist.
But
that,
everyone
that
says something
kills
about
people.
every day.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but-
every day there's a black tweet going
If
around.
someone says something about black people, I'm within.
Every day there's a-
you're within your right to complain, and there's a procedure.
But
so it's the same thing if you
but
misgender.
do you know what's funny?
It's the same
on
thing,
Twitter,
and it's
every other
okay.
day you see a video of a black man getting shot by police,
Yeah,
but no one's getting questioned for that.
yeah. But if someone turns
Do you get
around
what
and
I'm saying?
says,
No, I'm just saying, like,
if the guy that tweeted it said, "Look at this nigga getting shot by the police," yeah.
But people do
Wait,
tweet that.
yeah, but you're within your right.
Hey,
Okay,
people do
yeah,
tweet that.
yeah, but you're
A lot of
within your
people tweet
right
that.
to complain, and there's a procedure for it. The same way, if you say, "Look at this brer beat crushing women's skulls," and
You're
it's-
misgendering.
Yeah, you're misgendering.
Call him a brer.
Yeah, you call them, and there's a due procedure. You know what I mean?
wait,
So
do you know what?
Okay, so
Listen,
should
everyone
people be
just-
losing their jobs and being questioned for misgendering?
For
I don't think it's
misgendering,
that.
for
I don't think it's. I don't think it's
political
that deep.
statements,
It's not- I don't
political
think so.
statements. What about political statements?
But Jose,
I might be getting in trouble for saying it, but I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
it's that deep.
so are we talking about like your workplace actually going through your social
Yep.
media, or someone actually going to your workplace over something that they saw on your social
Someone going through your social media who works in your workplace and saying, "This guy works here. He said this and that." I'm feel really offended. I want to make a complaint.
But surely, if you know that your workplace is going through your social media, you wouldn't be so brazen with your comments. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you'll be.
It might just be. It's a platform for you to have your opinion.
Yeah,
So should you be
but
penalised
only
for your
certain
opinion?
opinions, because it's basically been made clear that Twitter's got an agenda.
I
when it
saw.
comes
Did
to
you see that
type of
on
stuff.
Joe Rogan?
On
Did
Joe
you see-
Rogan.
So Joe Rogan had the CEO and the lady that
Oh yeah, off Twitter.
Oh,
that
okay,
blocks
okay, yeah.
people on, just not too long ago.
What's her name? Vijaya Gatti or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
'Cause I remembered it because it was VJ.
What does she do?
That's how.
So what does she do?
Huh?
does
She's
she
the lady in charge of like complaints, and she's the one that decides whether you get blocked or not.
Oh, so she don't want to put you in Twitter jail?
Yeah.
I don't think she decides, but I
No,
think
she
they-
does.
Right
No,
now.
she does.
sets up the policy.
She does.
Hey,
She
She
decides.
goes, do you have any user on Twitter? She can't decide.
She decides for the ones that are whole clout.
oh, the blue tick
Yeah.
people, the
Yeah,
verified.
she decides for the verified because she
No,
said
because you know
she
you
was
can
talking
lose your
about it.
account permanently, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get like
if
banned
you've
for, like,
been
a
warned,
day
if
or
they
a
give you,
week
I
or
think they give you a
something.
couple warnings and then you're out of there.
Yeah, but like you know, like for instance, like Tommy Robinson, hasn't he been taken
He's
off?
been
Like,
taken
all
off.
Yeah, he's been
social
taken off.
Hate
media?
for hate preaching.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that's different though. Tommy, he deserves to be taken off.
Yeah,
He's
of course.
inciting hate. That for me is hate. That for me is true hatred.
But then if you're gonna start
Misgendering somebody, that could be a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look like a dude, sound like a dude, people gonna call
I
you a
didn't even mean
dude.
to laugh,
I'm not trying to be rude and that, but people
hear
will
that
call you
still,
like,
I
you know what I'm
hear
saying?
it still.
People will refer to you, sorry, right, mate.
What about if someone accidentally
Don't call me
misgendered
mate.
you? What about if someone misgendered you from the back?
How are they misgendering you back?
I don't know
How are you
exactly what you're
saying,
trying to
fam?
get at.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
Fam,
say it
tell
with
us
your
Do you think
chest.
they deserve to be?
If you're gonna send shots, say it in
I
your
did
chest.
say it from my chest.
Nah, you didn't say it in your chest. What you're trying to get at was.
Pause when you say that, bro. No homo.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you're right. It is an easy. Should I tell you a quick story? I swear I told you that
Wow.
before. I was in Sainsbury's the other day, and my little one was in the self checkout service. I can't speak.
Self-checkout.
Courvoisier. Yeah, and she went to some woman from the back, and I said, "Oh, don't take the lady shopping." And Brett turned around and went, "I'm not a lady."
Or was he wearing them skinny jeans and that? Like,
No, he just had really long, nice hair. Like, and I even said to him,
That's a nice
I said,
hair.
bro, your
Yeah.
hair's nice.
The
And I'm sorry,
appreciation.
I thought you were a woman. Like,
cover your hair.
he
in
thought it
days
was
apart.
funny. But imagine I did that and they complained. And is that fair?
No, it's good he saw the
You
funny side
misgendered
of it.
him, bro. You could have get pulled up on that, man.
I didn't mean it, bro. My daughter was trying to steal his shopping, bro. It's like if I
So
saw
what's
you
the bigger
situation-
issue? What is the bigger issue then? Like your daughter
Well-
stealing shopping or you calling a dude a gal?
I thought that he could have complained if he wanted to.
But what would happen? You would have got, like, say there was a policeman that's standing outside, he went in, excuse me.
I would tell him, suck your mother. Suck your mother, officer. No, I'm joking.
He
Relax.
misgendered me. That's the actual thing now. You can get, you know what I mean? I don't know
It's
if it's
crime.
like.
It's like a hate crime,
It's a
isn't it?
bit silly though, man.
I don't think it should be called a hate crime.
But you know what it is?
I think it should be another category of it, like harassment or something like that.
Probably
you
is,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Probably has
Like-
a category, misgender.
Yeah,
isn't it?
but like I don't think people should lose their jobs over it because you're ruining people's lives over technicalities.
What should you lose your job over?
But at the end
Go
of
on,
the day,
son.
yeah, we live in.
Yeah, what is
that
that's more of a better question?
where we're allowed our own opinion. Yeah.
Free speech,
Right,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Freedom
Yeah,
of
so
speech.
at the end of the day, yeah, it's like, where do you draw the line? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Shall I be honest with you? Don't be posting
madness.
No, yeah,
on
like
social
when I say
Do you think-
madness, yeah, it's look, it's cool if you're working, yeah. If no one listen, all this paedophilia shit and all of that. That's where you draw the line. To be honest with you, like
Yeah,
that's
I swear.
like yeah. So sorry, man. It's difficult. I'm not used to
Yeah, don't
holding
worry
a mic, and
about
I'm
it.
not a rapper. Like some people who get up on stage and try to spit bars. Shelling.
Man got the wheel up her fabric though.
But yeah, no, I
Never
just
gonna
think
let
things
that one
don't- never gonna let that
Looking
go.
at any repressed businessman.
Have you had a wheel up her fabric? No, I'm joking, I'm joking.
But yeah, no,
I have, you know. I've had the pleasure.
but yeah, no, I think that's where you draw the line. To be honest with you, like just anything silly like that, like cool, like
What is silly? What do you? What is
not silly, but like.
You're calling the whole transgender thing silly now.
No, like just
Trying to
people.
get
Shall I be
yourself
honest with you? Shall I be very honest with you? I
Are you trying to get him fired?
No,
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, alright, cool.
Political.
Cut out.
no, no, it's not. Do you know what it is like? Look, do what you want, do what you want within reason, innit? Like, I just think everyone's too much involved in their emotions and in their feelings. Like, if someone's gonna make a tweet, someone's gonna say something, that's their opinion. It's not a
Yeah.
fact at the end of the day, innit? Like,
What if you retweet something? So like you didn't
nah,
actually
do
say
you know what it
it.
is? I retweet it because I find it funny. So if it's and do you know what the worst thing is? If you don't like what I tweet, don't come on my Twitter.
True.
Simple.
That's true, but
Yeah,
then you
true.
could say the same thing about white supremacists. So say they're not preaching him, not say a white supremacist is not saying go out and kill black people.
But you know-
But what they are saying is whites are superior, whites should rule the earth.
That's their opinion.
Yeah, that's their opinion. So like you saying
If
like
they're tweeting it in their account,
but like
I'll let
but
them
Tommy
be in their
Robinson was
corner.
saying that type of stuff.
No, but he's
But
doing
you know
more than
what-
that, bro. He's doing
Do
more
you know
than
what
that.
it is,
man.
yeah?
It's
was
different.
he actually inciting people? Was he just preaching his belief?
He's just a dickhead.
No, but he's very
Because
smart.
there's
He
people-
stays within the constraints of the law.
But he's
We never
still
saw
taken
him-
off.
Yeah.
We never
He's
saw
still got taken off because he's very
you know what?
influential.
It's,
But you know
it's
what?
very
exactly, it's that
influential.
level of charisma that you have when you're
But he's
saying
not
what you're
taking it
saying,
off.
innit?
So more of a thing where, look, you know he's doing all of this bullshit and then going into the public, people gonna want to beat him up and that. Do you get what I'm saying? He knows he's not gonna get
No,
touched.
he was gaining a cult like
mean?
following.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm
has a
saying?
cult
Like,
like
yeah,
following.
there's people that have gained like
What, Millwall
massive
fans?
followings just from their bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? And that like online and stuff, yeah, making videos, and that's what he was doing. He was making videos for his fans. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's
but
the,
at the end
what's
of
the
the
time
day,
on
yeah.
that, Jay? Sorry to cut.
That's
No,
calm.
but at the end of the day, wouldn't you prefer
that
people
one.
actually like? Wouldn't you actually know people's real opinions rather than just then keep it to themselves?
Yeah, I would always want to know somebody's real intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because then that helps when you're dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? In any atmosphere, in any platform. You know what I'm saying? So
But one second,
Go
Joe.
on.
You see how you said that, yeah?
Mm.
They can be showing you one side of them, yeah, but then going back to their Twitter and just doing a
People
complete
do that all the
madness.
time.
No,
Everyone's
cool, but
got
what's
their
this? No,
online
no.
persona.
But no, not even online persona. Like as you said, someone might not show you to their face. I love black people, whatever, or Moroccans or anyone. Do you get what I'm saying? But then as soon as they go back, I can't stand black people. I can't stand this one. I can't stand. Do you get what I'm saying?
Behind closed doors.
I think that's a
So
I think
do
that's a
you
different
go
thing.
on their Twitter
Mm.
or social media to find out what that person's about, or is that invading
Okay,
their
okay.
privacy? Do you get what I'm saying?
Shall I give you a scenario?
Yeah,
You're the boss, yeah,
yeah.
and you go and because I tried to apply for a job in Dubai and they wanted to know my Facebook, so obviously man didn't apply. Wait. They wanted.
Facebook, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
But it's from back in the day when Facebook was popping.
Okay.
No,
what's your
but,
Facebook?
you know,
What's your
no,
Facebook got on it that's that bad?
Are you the police?
No, I'm asking like, okay, right, okay.
But wait.
You're sensitive about
No,
his Facebook right now.
But imagine, like, that's what they want. They want to see your social media live to judge you on that. So you won't get the job if it's a mad thing and you're wasted and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know what
Yeah,
happens.
but ain't that
I
better?
don't know what happens on Facebook.
Ain't that better than them not telling you they're gonna go through your socials?
But the thing is, if that's part of the application process, then they're obviously looking at your social life. Do you understand? So it obviously gets taken into mind. Like, what is your social life like? Should jobs start looking through your Instagram?
No, I'll be honest with you. I don't think
What's going on?
your
No, it's
job,
just techie.
your job should only focus on your work ethic. If your work ethic's not good enough, then boom, let you go.
Yeah, but then
I don't think social media should
Yeah.
If your social media or social life is interfering with your work life, then they may have say, like, can we have a look at your social media or something? You've been missing
Yeah.
loads of days. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, have a look or something.